what did you make of all of the guys this time around?
I thought it was great. I thought it was a really different vibe to other years. I felt like we couldn't get anyone to stay together.
Yeah.
People kept on breaking up all the time. I mean, Dani and Jack were the only finalists we had that were there
from the beginning.
Get-go.
Yeah.
People kept on moving on. I think it's very synonymous with, like, the generation we live in.
Yeah.
Everyone was constantly looking for an upgrade.
Yeah.
A new model.
That's very true.
That's the way we are in life now. No one can just settle and be happy.
Yeah.
Everyone looks at your grandparents who, like, met when they were, like, 16 and that's them done, and we can't. And I think that made the show really interesting.
So Jack and Dani were worthy winners in your eyes?
Absolutely.
If that's the case.
I thought they were really funny. I thought they were really genuine. I thought you could... you looked at them and you saw yourself in them.
Yeah.
And I think they're genuinely loved up.
Yeah, I do. You can't help but love them for it. So tell us about this after party then. What happened? Is there loads of gossip at these parties afterwards or not?
Do you know what, right? I'd love to give you gossip right now.
Yes, I'd love you to.
I know, but the truth is, we went to the villa afterwards for, like, a beer, but the fridge had no beer in it.
That's
so I had, like,
pathetic.
a beer, but the fun thing was watching the contestants getting, like, their phone back. Because they get their phone back in, like, a plastic pouch, like they've just come out of prison. And they fire their phone up, but you can imagine, 8 weeks, some of them have gone from, like, no followers on social media to, like, 1 million.
Yeah.
Think of your WhatsApp groups if you leave your phone for, like, 5 minutes. Their phones just went... So just watching, like, these kids sort of, like, trying to get their head round the fact the world was on their phone now.
Yeah, so it's a crazy time you did have in here. You particularly, obviously, Josh, you there first to begin with. But the second you walked in, I mean, everyone at home knew what was going to happen. Well,
really?
I did. Yeah,
obvious.
Yeah,
all
my friends told me it was, Yes, it was, and you just knew it was right against the odds. And of course, there were a few people unhappy.
A few of the country.
But it was just meant to be, and you were determined to make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. I knew that it was going to cause a bit of a stir, but like, as I said at the time, I had to go with my gut, and it worked out. It's worked out for the best, hasn't it?
Yeah, for me it was hard as well, because obviously even coming back to the main villa and stuff, like, it was hard to get on with, obviously, like, Georgia's friends and...
Just how awkward was that walk-in? You know, when you both walked in?
Oh, my gosh.
I felt so sorry for you.
Oh,
I felt sorry for her, to be fair, in that moment. I wasn't sure about you, Josh. I don't know how
no one felt sorry for me,
though. The girls, I thought, this is just... awkward.
It was definitely like a long period of time where I didn't even know where to look, and everyone was just like staring at me, like he wouldn't even talk to me. He was so nervous even before coming in. I felt for him.
You tried to teach them a few medical things in there, and they were all sort of listening quite wide-eyed. So yeah, you were doing good.
Yeah, I was trying to bring a bit of that into it as well, and yeah, it was really nice that when we had those kind of conversations, they were interested in it.
Yeah, of course. But you talk about good friendships, and that really came across because the entire group were very protective of you from the very beginning, really.
Yeah. I had a real family. They were like brothers and sisters more than anything else, as well as friends. And Jack played a huge part for me on that show, and probably wouldn't have been there as long as I was without him supporting me. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah, they were very good, and they were the sort of clear winners, I'm guessing, in your eyes. Were they from the very beginning, actually?
Yeah, I felt like the moment Jack and Dani coupled up, I thought they're going to do really, really well. They kind of boy-girl version of each other, and what they have is actually very rare, but it's really genuine and really nice, and I think they're going to go forward. And I told them I am going to be the godfather if they do go on to have children.
Oh, right, you've already
I've already
called that one.
That one. Yeah, I've said that already.
Now, I know you've got really good friends, and you made good friends when you were in Love Island. I know you and Jack aren't going out with each other anymore, but he was there for you, which is great.
No,
That's
it was
really
amazing,
good.
We stayed really good friends, we went through such a big thing together, and it's nice, I think, to be able to still stay friends.
Of course, and he came to see you, and you're all right now, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm good, getting back.
Thank goodness. because as we said, Sarah, you've got to get this early.
Oh, you've
got to get this early, and it's brilliant you're talking about it, because it gets more and more people aware of it.
It does. So interesting that you had the tummy pain, and it may well have been that, because, of course, these are the signs that we look out for. So the slurred speech or confusion, the extreme muscle pain or shivering, but you can also get extreme tummy pain, feeling sick, diarrhoea, not passing urine for a long time, all of those things. But I think it's quite interesting that you made the assumption. We often don't find out what the original cause was, but urine infections are quite a common one.
Yeah, well, so that's what they first thought. So they treated me for that, and then they thought it was a kidney infection, so they treated me for that. But in the end, it was actually a cyst. I have, like, these cysts on my ovaries, which is quite common for women.
Sure.
And one of them got infected and it was actually became an abscess. They had to drain it before I then...
you poor thing.
Yeah.
Well, you've been through the wars.
It was an ordeal.
You really have. It must have been quite difficult to be in there sometimes because you can't go away and phone your mum.
We got dragged into that one as well with Charlie and Ellie, and it was a bit...
It's difficult, and I'm really close with Ellie. I never expected to find a best friend on the show, and I did, and we are, honestly, thick as thieves. We're so close now, and I'm really lucky to have her. So for me, in that situation, it was very difficult to listen to her for the first time be reunited with her ex, who's so cheated on her.
It's not nice to see in a close environment.
No, it really isn't. It's just really awkward.
It's not natural, put it that way.
No, it absolutely is not. Now, look, what about Dani and Jack? Because they were, you know, they won and they were the great love story and all of that, and then they split, and then they're back again. Now, our Dan Wootton is convinced that they just got back together again because the show was going on tonight. What do you guys think? Do you know?
We've tried to be as supportive as possible.
Yeah.
We've also had a little bit of a patch
you had a wibble, didn't you?
Where we said that no one can know apart from them exactly what it is. So what do you say?
I think, like, they're both... Like, the reason why the public fell in love with them is because they're so genuine. And I think you can't fall in love with someone because they're genuine and then all of a sudden there's stories that they're not. I think they are two of the most genuine people, like, we know. And there's no way that you could ever stay in a relationship that you're not happy in, and I would never for a second think that they've got back together for that reason.
Yeah. Not even for a big paycheck, which is what...
Absolutely not.
Accusations of people saying to you, you're only together because you're working for TV and for cash. What would you say to that? Because that must be very hurtful.
You don't upset me because I've not been brought up like that, so I don't even think... I don't even think those things. I wouldn't even think of it.
You don't think that? Like, you wouldn't stay with someone...
No.
Of
I mean, we had an argument. It's unfortunate everyone knew about it. But to me, we've made up. Like, I've done it thousands of times before with other people, but unfortunately no one else knows.
Every couple in the world has arguments, but unfortunately every couple in the world isn't maybe as much in the public eye at that particular time as you two.
And it's, as well, it's like, then, like, when the press get involved, then they attack it, and then everything you do is like, they're together for this. And then I think that's when the audience read it and then actually believe it because the press make it all up.
But it must be really weird, Dani, to have your, you know, every single move.
I hate it.
In the public eye.
And then they go, he's on his own today, and you think, I'm allowed to be on my own for a day, surely.
People might be surprised, you know, that don't know your story. They might just think, oh, you're just, you know, one of these lovely, gorgeous Love Islanders that wafted into the sunshine and wore a bikini and that was it. So much more to you.
And also, that was 10 times more terrifying.
Was it? I was going to say to you, was Love Island scarier than actually doing your job?
Much scarier.
Because you were quite, I mean, you had a bit of a crisis of confidence in there. I know you met Jamie, who obviously you're still together with, but you kind of thought to yourself, I'm not, it was that thing that came across with you, I don't know that I feel good enough. You know, I'm not sure that... So it helped, the whole experience? Do you think it's helped your confidence?
It really, really helped. And obviously Jamie's a big part of that, but also within the show, I did go on this kind of journey and people asked, why did you do it? And the real reason I went in there was to try and break down some of these social barriers that I'd built up.
Right.
And so to come out of the end of that and be a happier person was just amazing for me. It really has changed so much.